Hello there. Oh, let's straighten this up. That's better. Hidden Hermit here. How you doing? I'm doing fine. Thank you very much for asking. Today is Sunday the 18th of November. It's pretty early in the day and there's a reason for that. The sun is currently in Scorpio. The moon is currently in Pisces. And this is one of those beautiful times when everything lines up lovely and nice, because the tropical astrological system, the one that us in the Western world know very well, is completely matched up to what is actually happening in the sky. So what I mean by that is the sun, if you were to look at the sun, you would hurt your eyes if you're in the northern hemisphere, but it has just entered Scorpio, 1 degree Scorpio. Of course, it's been in Scorpio in the tropical system for 2.5 weeks now, and it's just about to enter Pisces as well in real life. If you're in the southern hemisphere and you were to look up to the moon right now, you'll see it just edging into Pisces. It is due to go void, of course, in the tropical system in about half an hour. But I just thought that was a really nice lineup of things. What we're actually saying, Sun in Scorpio, Moon in Pisces, is true from wherever you are viewing it, from whatever system you adhere to. It's true. Nobody's making anything up. So, yay. And so I thought it would be a good time to do a random reading. So let's just find out who this reading's for. As usual, we're going to leave this to fate, as it were. And yeah, let's just do this. Oh look! Oh my goodness! Look at that. We're going a very, very airy. So Sun in Aquarius, Moon in Aquarius. Wow, just wow. Aquarians with their quite stoic intellectual nature, and also this would be, so you would have been born around the time of a new moon. How exciting! How exciting! So I was thinking, what is the most watery emotive deck I have? And I do find as a reader of tarots, somebody who does it quite a lot, I do find Pisces moons really make people feel, how can I put this without offending anybody? No, it doesn't matter. It makes people quite sensitive. So I'm feeling kind of sensitive at the moment, if I'm being perfectly honest. But that's by the by, really. That's by the by. So, as normal, a random reading here. We'll stick with my random reading 5-card spread. Very Aquarian people out there, and I don't know. I think this is the first time this has happened in a random reading, getting the same sun and moon placements. Well, let's just find out what's going on. As usual, this deck has been cleaned and shuffled off screen. It is ready for us. And like I say, the most watery deck I use. Oh, look at that! Everything was almost about to come out reversed. Hi Hermit, how you doing? It's, you know, the pictures in the fountain they're very soft and pastel-y, and it's quite an emotive. It's a sympathetic deck. Is Nadine, my fountain tarot. So yeah, that's why I chose it, because obviously Scorpio and Pisces, very, very watery, but of course we're going airy here. Aquarius Sun, Aquarius Moon. And you're going to have a much better idea of what's going on in your life. This is a random reading. I have no insight into any particular situations or any questions that you have. Hopefully, the fates, as it were, they've synchronized, and this will give you a little bit of an insight. I've been rabbiting on for 4 minutes. Let's just get on with it, shall we? Okay, so yeah, you just saw me shuffling, just so you know I'm not making this up. It's not scripted, as if anything I do ever is. Just give this deck a wee bit of a cut, and we'll get down to it. Just to refresh your memories, this random reading goes like this. Up here is what is going through your heart and mind at the moment, Aquarius. Over here is a potential situation you are facing at the moment. Here are energies leading up to the situation. The card here is energies surrounding the current situation. So these two cards are very much linked. And a potential outcome if nothing is changed. If you just think, yep, that's cool, I'm going to go with that. Potential outcome or potential energies surrounding the situation. And I'm obviously going to have to blast through this, which is a bit of a shame on such an auspicious occasion today. And yeah, with such a big link up. So you new moon Aquarius babies, what's going through your heart and mind at the moment? The Two of Swords. So, you know, contextually, this could mean one of two things. In fact, opposite things. This is the moon in Libra. The Two of Swords, it's that idea of trust. Well, you know, she's blindfolded. I like to think that this is the High Priestess in her PJs, and she's blindfolded, which could suggest that you need to tap into your intuition. Perhaps you're feeling your way around things at the moment. However, you know, you have that Libra placement, so you've got the airy qualities which you Aquarians are very, very good at. I think the Aquarius are the airiest of the air signs, in my personal opinion. You know, that's up for debate, obviously. It could also mean there's something been blindfolded from you at the moment. Sometimes it could mean that you are feeling balanced because of your intuition, and sometimes you could feel unbalanced because you're blindfolded. It all depends on the contextual situation. This is a very good Two of Swords. I like this. However, I think what's important here is you're still remaining a very airy, logical, reasonable, intellectual. So that would suggest to me that perhaps you're being asked to use your intuition, and that might make you squirm a little bit, Aquarius. But let's see what's going on. A potential situation that you are currently facing, Aquarius, is the Knight of Wands. So there's going to be a fiery influence in here. Do you feel like you're being pushed for movement, perhaps? Do you feel like there is something around you that requires you to move, to get a move on? Do you feel like this is something that you're being pushed into? I think this card is going to lend us more of an insight. So there's something fiery going on. And again, Aquarians are fascinating. They really are. They don't react well to being pushed. They don't like that at all. They're very fiercely independent, and they take pride in that as well. They're also pretty smart. They have the smarts. Anyway, energy surrounding, leading up to the situation, this fiery situation, is the Ten of Wands. We're getting more fire here. Have you recently been required to jump a bit of a hurdle, Aquarius? Because this is energies leading up to the situation. I would suggest that there's been a wee bit of a struggle that you've been leading up to, but you handled it. You got to the. I like to think that the Ten of Wands is the light at the end of the tunnel. Card. You got to the end, and now you're moving on. The impetus has not slowed down. Ooh. Just like that. Did you see that? That was the Knight of Wands in action. So yeah, the inertia of your situation is just continuing, and you should probably, I think the suggestion here is you should embrace that. And I'm starting to think that perhaps the intuition here is, you know, you like to guide yourself with a bit more reason, but perhaps at this point, just go with that fiery flow, Aquarius. Who knows? Okay, this is the real linchpin here. The energy surrounding this fiery situation is the Ten of Swords. Oh my goodness. So, has this hurdle that you've been coming up to, does this... It seems a lot more prickly now, and intuitively you might be asked to just batter through this. Now, the one thing I like about most Ten of Swords is the horizon. What's going on in the background is lightening up. So, I mean, you've got two tens here. That is very, very profound. So something has completed, and it's almost as if the new cycle has started a little bit. I think you're being asked to be incredibly mature and bear a lot of responsibility over this situation. And it has to be said, the Ten of Swords, this is the first time this has come out in a random reading, and yep, I'm getting goosebumps. But there you go. So yeah, the burden is really strong, and I don't know, but is the Ten of Swords energy because you're being asked to be quite fiery? Is the Ten of Swords energy a little bit in your head because you're asked to be being intuitively? I cannot wait to see what the potential outcome and future energies of this situation is, Aquarius. It is the Eight of Wands. Oh, phew. I mean, if the Tower had come out, I probably would have scrapped this video. Just kidding. I wouldn't do that. So, Look at these crazy correspondences. Is it because the sun is actually in Scorpio and the moon is actually in Pisces? Is it because we rolled two Aquarius, Aquarian new moons? Is that why? Is it? I don't know. I don't know. Answers on a postcard, or stick it in the comments if this applies to you. So what can we divine from this? You are feeling a little bit, that the pace of this situation in your life at the moment has asked you to, you do feel like you don't have all the information that you need to give yourself justice, to give yourself the balance that you so often require. Yeah, you like things to be quite stable, and you like to be in control, and I think you're lost that a little bit at the moment, Aquarius. And the situation that you're currently facing is requiring you to keep moving forward, and to keep... Yeah, you got to... Basically, I think you have to bust through this situation, okay? Maybe the nature of the hurdle that you recently had to navigate was something that made you feel, woo... All this movement is crazy. It's something that made you feel a little bit uncomfortable. It made you feel almost, I don't know. Do you feel a bit tired? Is it exhausting you because of all this movement? You are, Aquarians are indeed the fixed air sign. So you don't like change. You like things to be solid and dependable around you. You love being in control, and this movement is making you feel a little bit uncomfortable. The future energies, though, is the Eight of Wands. We are approaching Sagittarius season, and the Eight of Wands epitomizes that. The movement here is crazy. Yeah, look at it. This is the one of stability and balance right here, and being blindfolded a little bit, but the movement here is crazy. Knight of Wands charging on his fiery horse. Ten of Wands, that hurdle that you jump over just to get to the end, busting through these two tens here, and boom, you're going to keep on moving. You're going to keep on moving, and the Eight of Wands is a lovely card. The Eight of Wands is a crazy good card. Action, excitement, urgency. So this situation, whether you like it or not, Aquarius, you have to bust through. And I don't think I can really divine much more without a little bit of context, and I appreciate that that's probably not going to happen. So on this lovely corresponding day of lots of Aquarians and suns and moons where they precisely should be, I'm just going to leave you with that and say, Hidden Hermit, catch you next time.